Good evening, happy Sunday, and welcome to the English News Bulletin. In this edition, let's kick off with the headlines. Those involved in the mining sector assert that the concerted efforts that Sapility implemented over the last 30 years have transformed the sector into a significant driver of economic growth for the country. The Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources is sampling soil in different parts of the country with the objective of determining how much fertilizer, seeds and lime are needed for good agricultural productivity, depending on which region of Rwanda. On the international scene, with artificial intelligence playing an ever-growing role in our lives on a daily basis, many wonder what exactly artificial intelligence is. It is a pleasure to have your company tonight. My name is Olive, netting out to the news in details. As we begin this edition of the news, let us inform you that on Sunday morning, President Paul Kagame and First Lady Jeannette Kagame joined thousands of Kigali city residents for a car-free day, a sporting activity that takes place twice a month to promote a healthier lifestyle and a green city, an initiative that began back in 2016. Tomorrow news, 173 teachers from 11 African countries who teach English and French languages are demonstrating positive outcomes in teaching these languages, as affirmed by the students themselves. Adam Squizera with more.
In April 2022, the initial cohort of 50 teachers from 11 African countries where French is spoken arrived in Rwanda to impart their expertise in various schools. Alice, Sandrine, Elunga, and a young Didier, both from Cameroon, are currently teaching at different schools in Rwanda.
Au départ, c'était pas facile du tout parce que je suis arrivée dans un environnement non francophone.
At the beginning, it was not easy. I found that both the students and the teachers do not speak French. For me, it was a struggle to introduce the language where there were children who were even afraid to speak it. But now in 2 years, at least I'm happy that they know how to read and speak French without fear. Looking at it, I would say they're on the right track.
On peut dire qu'on est sur la voie.
Quand je suis arrivé ici au groupe scolaire et même dans le secteur en général,
when I arrived here at school and in this area in general, I found that French language was at a low level. There were students and teachers who were afraid to approach someone who speaks French. But because of the good teaching methods, where we use pictures, dances and songs, here at this secondary school, the students, they now know how to speak French and answer questions without fear. We believe that from 2022, there is a positive step made in teaching the French language in Rwanda.
En ce qui concerne l'enseignement du français au Rwanda.
Students in various TTC schools across the country expressed the belief that having foreign teachers instructing them in French and English has significantly improved their comprehension and proficiency in those foreign languages. Before, I never had any single word in French, since we were at the extent where I would pass to some people speaking French and not get anything.
I now know some French words because you would meet someone requesting a particular service in French, and then you can be able to respond effectively.
On the other hand, Zimbabwe dispatched 132 teachers to Rwanda to teach English in teacher training colleges (TTC) across the country. This decision followed a request made by President Paul Kagame to a delegation from Zimbabwe during the signing of the cooperation agreement between Rwanda and Zimbabwe traders.
Before equipment, I want people. I think Zimbabwe can offer us good teachers. So please work on that with a sense of urgency, since this is what we said. You can find whatever number you find of quality teachers, I think we can absorb.
Mujinzina Okuriryayo Leon, the head of Teacher Development and Management Department at Rwanda Basic Education Board, emphasized their efforts in establishing language clubs in schools with the assistance of these foreign teachers.
Club z'icyongereza n'iz'igifaransa mu mashuri twatangiye kuzishyiramo imbaraga cyane.
We've put much efforts in English and French clubs in various schools in collaboration with those foreign teachers. I'll give you an example of these teachers teaching French. They come up with an initiative of making French-speaking competitions in various school clubs, and we found it as an initiative we could support as the Rwanda Basic Education Board, hence to spread it in all other schools. So, here we think those clubs can be a platform for the students to overcome the fear of speaking in foreign language through those clubs or debates. The fifth Population and Housing Census of Rwanda, released by the National Institute of Statistics NICR in 2022, revealed that 77% of the Rwandans are proficient in at least one of the 4 official languages in Rwanda, which include Kinyarwanda, English, French and Swahili, whereas 14% reported proficiency in both English and Kinyarwanda, while 2% indicated fluency in French and Kinyarwanda. Additionally, 4% demonstrated proficiency in all 3 languages, English, French, and Kinyarwanda. Adam Squizera, RTV News.
Thank you, Adams, for the details. Now, those involved in the mining industry assert that the concerted efforts and stability implemented over the last 30 years have transformed the sector into a significant driver of economic growth for the country. Moreover, it has become a source of livelihood for the communities engaged in it, numbering around 70,000 people. Adams Kwizera once more.
Nyirahabimana Colette from Rudi sector in Gatenyi district recalls starting her mining journey 26 years ago, during a time where there was a prevailing belief that mining was solely the domain for foreigners. She viewed this perception as misguided.
There were some people who used to fear themselves, thinking that it was the foreigners. But after departing, it's where we realized how they stole our resources.
In Rwanda, mining has been an integral part of the economy for over 90 years. Jean-Malik Karima, chairman of the Rwanda Mining Association, affirms that significant transformation and progress began after the genocide against Tutsi in 1994. At that time, the government issued guidelines aimed at encouraging investment from the Rwandan private sector, leading to a notable shift in the mining sector. Private companies were very few by then, because it was not even more than 2 or 3 companies. Since you found that there was no guidelines, but later it became an ongoing line after the government privatized the mining industry in 2006. And now the result is that we have more than 200 mining private companies. Miners recall that 30 years ago they were encouraged to abandon traditional digging methods such as picks and instead invest in modern equipments to access and extract minerals from deeper within the ground. Evod Imena, who manages the Rutongo mine in Rulindo district, highlights that this shift to modern mining techniques has significantly boosted their productivity, effectively doubling their mining capacity. We now extract 80 tons per month, which gives you approximately 1,000 tons annually. And this marks a significant double increase in extraction of minerals, which came from the big investment made in this industry. In addition to modern mining methods, many mines are now leveraging technology to separate minerals from sand. At the Rutong mine, for instance, advanced processes allows the removal of 65% of cassiterite from the ground, a significant improvement from the various extraction rate of less than 40%. This enhanced efficiency ensures that valuable minerals are effectively extracted during the mining process. Gold mining in Rwanda, primarily extracted from the hills of Gicumbi and Buria districts, underwent a transformation. Prior to 2018, extraction was chaotic, with much of the production going to waste due to informal methods. Upon granting mining rights to the Ngali Mining Company, the operation transitioned into a more organized structure. The company formed 2 cooperatives from the local citizens, provided training in modern mining techniques, with the aim of enhancing productivity and efficiency in gold extraction. Bimenyimana Alexander, the representative of Ngali Mining in Miove, reveals that over 70 underground mines have been established, indicating abundant gold reserves in the area. Consequently, at the start of this year, they inaugurated a factory capable of extracting 85% of the gold from the sand, reflecting their commitment to maximizing extraction efficiency. We have gold here in Miyove, so now where we used to get 2 grams in a ton, we now get 5 grams from a ton of sand due to this established factory. Over the past 30 years, many individuals who initially began as ordinary workers in the mining industry now take pride in the fact that their profession has not only provided employment opportunities for numerous individuals, but has also lifted them out of poverty. I was very poor, with a house which was at a risk to fall down at any time. But right after working in this industry, I now have 2 houses worth of 80 million Rwandan francs. Currently, the mining sector provides employment to approximately 7,000 individuals, comprising a diverse range of workers, including young, unskilled individuals like Nidja and Angelique, who graduated from the University of Rwanda last year.
aho nabashije kuba nakigurira ikibanza anje nk'umukobwa ikindi kandi ndacyari umwana mu rugo n'ubuzima bwo mu rugo.
I have managed to get a plot of land as a young girl. Additional to this, I have transformed the livelihood of my family. That is why I would encourage every female to join this field once they are focused on what they are doing. So my goal is to own my own mineral site and be one of the female CEOs in this mining industry.
In addition to generating employment opportunities, significantly contributes to the country's economy each year. For instance, in 2017, Rwanda exported minerals valued at over $373 million on the international market. However, by 2023, this figure has tripled, with mineral exports exceeding $1.1 billion, showcasing the sector's remarkable growth and economic impact. To enhance the value of minerals before reaching the market, Rwanda has established various factories, such as Luna Smelter, which processes cassiterite, located in Karuruma, in the city of Kigali. Additionally, there is Gasabo Gold Refinery, dedicated to processing gold. These facilities play a crucial role in adding value to raw minerals, contributing to Rwanda's economic growth and development. Jamali Karima, chairman of the Rwanda Mining Association, affirms that ongoing efforts are dedicated to further expanding such industry initiatives within the mining sector. We have other factories where they are now carrying out trial on processing cotton in Wichisera, which is now in the pipeline. So apparently we are in the government's lane of adding up the value of our minerals. Rwanda Mines, Petroleum and Gas Board (RMB) has recently revealed the results of a preliminary study indicating that Rwanda's underground reserves hold minerals valued at approximately $154 billion. Notably, among these minerals is lithium, which is currently in high demand on the international market. Adam Squizera, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Adams, for the detailed report. Now to more matters. People across the country have begun to reaccustom themselves to public bus fares after the government withdrew subsidies it introduced more than 3 years ago because of the economic effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. The subsidies were withdrawn on Saturday, and people have been saying they may have to reduce the number of trips they were making to different parts of the country in light of the revised fares, while those in Kigali City say they prefer fares to be based on the actual distance they travel in buses and not fixed rate for the existing routes, something those who travel into the provinces say should also be applied to their destinations. The government has been working with its partners in transportation sector to be able to incorporate technology in buses that allows passengers to pay their fares based on the actual distance they travel. Over the period that the government was subsidizing the public transportation sector across the country to help fares low, it spent more than 90 billion Rwandan francs on the initiative. To agricultural matters, the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources is sampling soil in different parts of the country with the objective of determining how much fertilizer, seeds and lime are needed for good agricultural productivity, depending on which region of Rwanda, with farmers now preparing their land and planting for the 2024B agricultural season. Such information can go a long a long way in improving output. The sampling exercise by the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources should come to an end in April, with farmers looking forward to the information it will provide so that they will be able to better determine how to maximize the productivity of the farms. The government is also actively working to ensure that all agricultural land is properly utilized and not left to sit idle, as has sometimes been in case in the past. To other matters, young people born during the genocide and numerous women in Kigali are said that the past 30 years have served as a catalyst for their personal growth and the establishment of sustainable development. This progress has been propelled by entrepreneurial initiatives aimed at generating employment opportunities for others. We have details on the story. Donsil Nyirahumure, aged 30, resides in Kinyinya sector, Gasabo district. She tragically lost her parents and all her siblings during the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Despite these immense challenges, she persevered through her education, graduating from university in 2018. However, upon graduation, she faced the harsh reality of unemployment. Luckily, she received a training that equipped her with the skills to establish a transport company. Today, her company provides employment to approximately 70 drivers. Donsil envisions herself as a strong woman and a beacon of inspiration for others, determined to pave the way for success in her community. I had the idea of establishing this company with a focus on young people in the country who work as drivers, but often do so in a disorganized manner or even struggle to find driving jobs. Additionally, I consider the various accidents that occur due to factors such as drunk driving, fatigue, or distracted driving. Our company aims to address these issues by providing trained drivers who can assist in cases where individuals are tired or unable to drive safely. We currently have around 50 drivers who are ready to provide this service. Moreover, we have noticed that when visitors come to Rwanda, they often rent cars but struggle to find experienced drivers to navigate the country. Our drivers are well versed in Rwanda's roads and can offer reliable driving services to tourists and visitors. Over the past 30 years, we have witnessed significant progress, particularly in the support provided to women and girls, and this progress has been a source of encouragement for me. Women in Kigali City reflect on the past 30 years as a period of profound transformation that has endowed them with various experiences and opportunities. They aim to harness these gains as a foundation upon which they will continue to construct a brighter future. Compared to when I started, I have now achieved significant milestones, including having a dedicated location to conduct my business. This achievement is a direct result of the activities I have undertaken, which have helped me to reach this level. Women in the sector vividly recall the significant impact of recent government initiatives, notably the introduction of a clean water project last year. Prior to its implementation, accessing clean water in this area seemed like an unattainable dream. Previously, a jerrycan of water would cost 300 Rwandan francs, and during sunny seasons, the price would rise to 800 Rwandan francs. However, with improved access to water in their homes and those without access within 500 meters of their residences, the struggle has significantly diminished. Now they are organized into cooperatives, enabling them to save money. Additionally, children no longer miss school or arrive late due to water fetching duties. Now they attend school regularly and punctually. Women of Kigali extend their appreciation to the Rwandan government for initiatives like the Girinka program. Through this program, women also received cows from the state budget, enabling them to provide for their families and share the benefits with their neighbors. In these past 30 years, I'm also happy of the fact that I received the cow. I wanted it so much, and I'm happy because I have it now. Gasabo District Administrator Apolline Umwari emphasizes the ongoing significance of the complementarity between men and women in the country's development, even after 30 years of liberation. Let's say that a woman wants to take a loan from SACCO, and then the husband agrees to support her, refraining from blaming her if any setbacks occur. Acknowledging that both men and women face losses. And on behalf of the entire technical and news production team, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for joining us in today's broadcast, wishing you a fantastic week ahead. Take care and goodbye.